Hey everybody, Jeremy here. Want to try to make this video pretty short and concise here. Really, just one specific tip that I want to get across. So here it is. In terms of pre-call research, okay, there's a lot of directions I could go. I could probably talk a lot about pre-call research. I could probably do a 20-minute video on it. I just want to get this one little nugget in here because I feel like the following question is something that most reps, at least 80-90% of sales reps out there, are saying or asking this question in the beginning of their sales calls. And obviously, so I'm not talking about a cold call. This isn't on a cold call. It's, typically on not a cold call, but it's a scheduled call with a prospect, like a discovery call, demo, or really any call when you get further along in the sales process and it's that first call, other than a cold call, not a cold call, but the first call you've had with that prospect. So it might be further along in the sales process, but there's a new stakeholder now added. Here's the question: where are you based? Where are you based? Where are you calling from? Where are you located? Stop asking that question. Okay, that's the tip. Stop asking that question. It comes across, in my opinion, as amateur, and you got to just be better than that. And it dawned on me. The reason why this dawned on me is because I recently, just the other day, I asked the question. But like what I found myself doing when I asked it, I found myself kind of cringing, like part of me died a little bit inside as I asked the question, um, because like I felt stupid. It's like at this point, there's certain things, if you're a sales rep, there's certain things you should not have to ask a prospect in the year 2022. It's 2022, people. There's so much information online at our fingertips that you can access in like the blink of an eye, in like less than 10 seconds. Okay? You shouldn't have to ask a company, what do they do? What does your product do? What does your company do? Like, if you're asking that, that's ridiculous. Like, the prospect is just going to be like, really? You don't know that? You didn't do any research before this meeting? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You should never ask the company, like, who do you sell to? What's your target buyer persona? You should be able to see that in less than 2 minutes by going on their website and looking at the case studies they have on their website. Should never ask a prospect how many employees at the company. Should never ask a prospect, where are they based? Where are they located? Where are they calling in from? Hello, go on the person's LinkedIn profile. It's right there. It's right there. So when you do your pre-call research, here's the tip. The tip is you should never ask that question, but second part of the tip is when you do your pre-call research, at a bare minimum, obviously there's additional things that you can do, to go above and beyond and do additional, pre-call research. But at a bare minimum, you should have written down before you get on that call, have it written down in front of you so you can see it, the names of each of the people that are on that call, each stakeholder. Maybe it's only one, but hopefully you have more than one stakeholder, so you're not single threaded. But if you got 1, 2, 3, however many people you're meeting with on that call, you have to have each of their names written down. So name, title, and location. At a bare minimum, you need those 3 pieces of information written down for each stakeholder you're about to meet with. And I don't care where you write it down. I mean, me personally, I have a notebook. So I have it written down on a notebook and I can see it. And as I'm going through the call, I write down my notes. I'm kind of old fashioned with a pen and notebook. But, maybe you write those pieces of information on a whiteboard, and you got a whiteboard over here that you can look at during the call. or maybe you have like a little Google Docs document or a notepad document on your computer. You have that information there on like one screen, and then you're like demoing and you have your slides on the other screen, however you want to do it. But it needs to be written down, documented somewhere, and easily for you to be able to view it during the call. Okay. And if you want to bring it up during the call, if you want to, so instead of asking, if you want to kind of make conversation at the beginning of the call and build rapport, and talk about where you're based, and, talk about where they're based. And, oh yeah, I know some people that are based there as well. Like, have you ever been to so-and-so? If you want to do that, sure. But show them that you already know. Show the prospect that you did your research, that you already know where they're based. They can correct you if you're wrong. If like they literally just moved in the past month or two, like across the country or something, or across the world, like, then they'll let you know that. They can correct you, but show that you've done your research. And instead of being like, oh, where are you based, Sally? Instead, be like, oh, yeah, hey, Sally, so you're based in San Diego, right? And then, something like, however you want to kind of say it in a natural conversational way, but make it conversational if you want to bring up where they're based, but show that you already know, because it's so damn easy to see it right there on their LinkedIn profile. Takes 2 seconds. If you're meeting with 2, 3 people, however many, look them up on LinkedIn. Hopefully you're looking at their LinkedIn profile, doing your pre-call research anyways. All right. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this is helpful. Peace out.